Gamer7 and welcome back to some more of the criticism. And by the time I'm recording this voiceover, and definitely by the time this video gets up, I haven't posted in a bit. Honestly, the days have went by a lot quicker than I thought they were going, and then I looked back on how I was like, I'm going on a bit not posting a video, but it's not that long. And then I'm looking back and I'm like, oh, that's a little bit longer than I thought it was. And originally when starting this channel, I sort of had two opposing thought processes. One was I'm not going to push myself and worry about certain things and numbers because I don't want to. This is partially fun for me and enjoyment, and that's the main reason why I started trying to have a YouTube, and I wanted to share my sim stories is the big other thing. But also I enjoy doing the creative sims and stuff like that. But I was it's not worth it to push myself to extremes. But then I also really didn't want large gaps in my schedule. Having a few days here and there was whatever, but having weeks into months was not something that I really wanted to do often on this channel. But I feel I've done the weeks more often than planned to when I've started the new second channel here. But it's fine. We'll just ignore that because, again, the other thing is more important because, especially this year with the old job that I have, my mental health was declining, my overall health was declining, so it wasn't just mental, it was also physical. It was just going down. So I never want to push myself to where I'm not enjoying it anymore, and also where I am putting things that I want to do to the side because I'm oh, well, I really need to push this video out now. So I don't ever want to push a video out just for the sake of getting it out. Even though I have a lot of videos pre-recorded already, I just need to sit down and actually edit them completely and fully finish them or make voiceovers for the creative sims, because technically I completed the rainbow series and then realized I sort of forgot a color, which makes me seem dumb, but the indigo that's in the middle, I forget about it so often because I don't know, when you look at the other colors from red to orange to yellow to green, there is so much difference, but then when you get to blue, indigo, and purple, or violet, as I think it's referred to in the rainbow, they're very similar, almost. Obviously the violet and the blue is not, but when you add indigo in there, it's a more closer shading than the rest of them, so I sort of forgot indigo when I was making these, but I went back and started working on making the indigo. I haven't finished her yet, but anyway. But yeah, so we're continuing on with my occult rainbows here, which this time around I did a little rolling of dice to get a random aspect, and it was vampires. So we are doing vampires this time around, and I decided to do all females and keep vampires in there, and if I ever do more of the rainbow occults and I re-roll vampires, then I'll do males. Females, I have a lot more stuff for, and every once in a while, I do try to make myself add male sims into these creative sims when I want to, but for something like this, I was you know what, I'm gonna start with the females. So I'm gonna do that for all the occults. If I do any other rainbow occults, I'll do all females at first, and then I'll do males if I get them a second time. Just because I think I would rather try to create the females first than create the males, just because I have so much more stuff for female sims, and that is not just because of CC, that is also just because of EA. EA, Maxis Match, and Alpha, all of them have more options for females, especially the young adult to adult females. There's a lot more stuff for them, so it's a lot easier to make sims and create a sims and get truly fun with it and have all the have different options with that than if you do some of the other options. So yeah, and especially the younger you get, if you're doing a male toddler or infant, you're not really gonna have much at all. So yeah. But anyway, we have Orange here today, and I wanted to make her seem sort of not necessarily sweet, but definitely more nice and inviting, but she is the only one that I gave a dark form to, and you'll get to see a little bit of that. So yeah, even though she has sort of this nice, friendly demeanor, it sort of seems like it, for her, that is sort of a trick. I do have a character that is more of that sweet looking vibe and actually is sweet when it comes to this whole vampire thing. But she sort of wants to appear that way just to trick people to get closer to her. This is her. This is what I decided to do for Orange. I don't know why, I just did. So she does have a dark form, and she gets a little bit more scary when she decides that she needs that lovely, wonderful plasma. But yeah, I had a lot of fun making her, and because she does have a dark form, there is screenshots of her and like her normal everyday, and then also when she decides that she is ready to feast upon your blood. So yeah, but I really like how she turned out, and like her dark form, technically I didn't change too much, so it's not like a huge difference, but I added some of those like cracks or veiny looking like features to her face, and I also changed her nails to get even longer and even more pointed. Just for that overall feel for her, and to give her some of that creepy aspect of like, oh hey, here's this nice, beautiful looking person. Oh wait, no, they're actually absolutely terrifying, and they want to suck all my blood out and potentially, you know, unalive me. So yeah, so in my head, she is probably one of the more scarier ones to get to be friends with. Probably next would be the Red, probably. Obviously, I haven't finished Indigo because I'm dumb. So, but, I feel like Green probably gives off, why am I talking about these other ones before? Anyway, yeah, in reference to Orange, I think she's probably, realistically, when you take her, how in my head her actual, personality is, she's the scariest one. She's the one that you do not want to be alone with for a long period of time, because she will be very tempted. If she may have already planned it. She may be like, I'm gonna befriend you, you're gonna think I'm like one of the most amazing, wonderful, thoughtful people in the world, and that I'm gonna be here for you whenever you need me. But in actuality, I'm just waiting for the perfect timing to feast upon you. So that is her. I'm not gonna lie, as far as her name, I named her Ember, because Ember is sort of like fire, fire is typically orange, so I tried to make their names sort of reference their color, but not immediately just be red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. I don't want to do that. And the one that makes the most sense for that is Violet. Probably, I feel like, technically wouldn't surprise me if there's someone out there named any of the colors, but as far as the rainbow colors, Violet definitely makes the most sense. I can see Indigo a little bit more than the rest of them, but I still don't want to give them those names. So her name is Ember. Definitely let me know your thoughts on Ember in the comments below. Do you think she does look like she's like all nice and inviting, and like, you know, you could be good friends with her and stuff when she's not in her dark form? Would you fall for the trap or the trick? Would you be like, oh, she seems like a good person to know, or like, I really like how she is, like, you know, with the minus of her dark form, you know. Obviously, if you see her dark form, you're probably gonna know something's up, something ain't right here, you should probably go. But without the dark form, does she seem friendly? Does she seem like, you know, a good person to know? But yeah, I did have a lot of fun with her and creating her and stuff like that. I created her like a day or two after the red one. The rest of them, minus Indigo, I made all like within the same day. So they're actually like all in the same family, so you'll see them all. I think I actually add red and orange together and then go into create a sim from there and add the other 4. Should be 5. I'm sometimes dumb. I can't help it. Sometimes my brain decides it's not gonna work then. Sometimes I have those days more often than I would like, but hey, what are you gonna do? But yeah, so definitely let me know what do you think of her down in the comments. And out of the 2 that have been posted so far, so red and orange, which one is your favorite? Is there a color that you're really looking forward to out of the rainbow that hasn't showed up yet? I'm really sorry if it's Indigo. I am creating that sim. It's just, I forgot it at first. So, and I actually made a post on one of the Facebook groups that is Sims related, and I posted all 6 of them. and was like, hey, can you figure out what the theme is? And a lot of people got vampires pretty quick, but I think 1 or 2 people mentioned something about rainbow and vampires, and I was like, yeah, but no one realized that indigo wasn't there either, so, you know, hey, there's at least that. Because I posted, like, I make little sneak peek images of them that, like, I like to do now, where I take, like, a close-up and you can only see, like, their hands and, like, a part of their face, maybe, or, like, you know, just a small portion of them. You can't see the whole finished product there, and just, like, a sneaky peek, and you can sort of look forward to what's coming. And I usually post those, like, on Twitter. Well, I'm still calling it Twitter. On there, like, the same day the video's coming out, but before the video comes out. That's like usually my plan. Sometimes maybe the day right before. But yeah, anyway. So if you ever see those go out and you're following me on that, and I probably might actually start doing it on Instagram too, because I keep meaning to start posting more on Instagram again, and I just haven't. But yeah, so if you see those, then you know, hey, a Creative Sim video is coming out, because there's a sneak peek of the creation. So yeah, all that information, all the links to that stuff is down below. I also have the playlist for this down below, as well as the massive Creative Sim playlist. I make a playlist for each individual series. So, like, this one's the Rainbow, I had Fire Emblem, I had Legend of Zelda, so on and so forth. There's the individual playlist for them, and you could go find those on my channel if you want to go see those. But there's also the massive, giant collection of Creative Sims, which I add every single Creative Sim video to it, no matter what series it's a part of. They are all in that playlist. But if you don't want to see all those, and you only want to see certain series, they also have their own little separate playlist. Or if you want to go watch it by series, you can do it that way. But yeah, those will also be down in the description below. But thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video and like how Ember turned out. I do already know what the Creative Sim series is going to be after this series. I'm not going to say just yet. I'll probably give y'all a little sneaky hint on Violet's video, since Violet's will be the last one in this series. But for now, I'm keeping it a secret. You shall not know. Not yet. And I'm going to be creating those soonish, actually, because I want to start getting to where I have most of the Sims created before the series even starts, or actually have them all created before the series starts going forward. And I'm already technically working on the next series while I'm uploading the current series. That's what I want to start to do. We'll see how good I am at sticking to that. But again, this channel is more of for me to have fun, but also hopefully put a smile on someone else's face. Give them something to have fun, enjoy, or inspire them to maybe do their own rainbow vampire occults. But yeah, anyway. Let me know your thoughts. Or, you know, any series ideas. I have a little wheel that I spin that has all the ideas that I've had for Creative Sims over time. Also, some of them I have like a series 2, so like Legend of Zelda and Fire Emblem and my D&D Sims. They're still on that wheel, but they would be like a series 2. So it'd be characters from those series that I haven't created yet. Also Pokemon. I did that on my old channel. What else did I do on my old channel that I could still do? There's a few other ones. Anyway, I can have like a series 2 of Flower Sims. My Flower Sims, I can do a series 2. They're on the wheel. So, if you have any suggestions, feel free to put those in the comments below. I can add them to my lovely wheel of Creative Sims ideas, and see if, you know, the wheel decides to choose that option at some point. But yeah, feel free to let me know. And yeah, I think that's it. Anyway, thank you so much. Subscribe, comment, like if you haven't done so already. You know the lovely YouTube goodiness. What is my cat doing? She's a little dumb, but it's fine. She's having fun, it looks like. So we'll just ignore her. Anyway, again, bye-bye for now.